I was playing my game and I obviously got a message and saw the inbox. It was just someone starting off a normal conversation saying, "Hi, how are you?" And then it just started getting weirder, and that's when I passed it to my mum.
So how did that conversation go? You thought it was a boy? Did he say how old he was?
He said he was 17 years old and he was a boy.
What was the message that made you go to your mum?
He put in, "Can we move to Snapchat?" And because you can block out words, he was using the @ symbol and numbers to make Snapchat. And he kept repeating that. And he was saying that I looked really sexy sometimes. And as I was an 8-year-old, I didn't really recognise that word and I wasn't taught to say that. So then I went straight to my mum because it didn't look normal to me.
Sarah, what was it like when Nikki came to you and showed you that message?
I won't lie. Initially, I genuinely did think it was just a 17-year-old boy. You know, just sort of pushing his luck, if you will. We deleted the account. We made her a brand new account. So I just gave it back and said, "You need to start a new world. But off you go, have fun." And that was that. And then 12 hours later, ping, he found her again.
On Nikki's profile, it clearly said, "Hi, I'm Nikki, I'm 8. You decided to step into Nikki's shoes, effectively, to find out what was going on. So talk to me about what you and your husband decided to do.
I think because we'd physically made that second account and then he came back, I kind of thought, OK, this isn't quite what I initially thought. So most households have a spare device in the drawer. I pulled it out. I quickly made an account in Nikki's name on Snapchat and added him. I didn't put any pictures of anything at that point, like a profile picture. But he understood who it was straight away, and the conversation continued. So then, if you will, I became Nikki for about 5 days.
How did the conversation progress? Talk to me about the kind of things he was saying to you, thinking you, your 8-year-old daughter.
I think initially, when another major red flag came, was when he started sending videos and pictures. I was well aware that that was no 16, 17-year-old boy. This was prior to us seeing a full facial image. Luckily enough, he sent that as well, which made it a lot easier to identify this as a fully grown man.
How did you feel? Because effectively, you walked in Nikki's shoes along a path that she could well have taken, and who knows where that could have gone. What was it like as a mum to see what could have happened to your daughter?
Knowing what his intentions were, what he wanted from her, what he wanted to do to her, he was very explicit in telling me what he wanted her to do, only fed the drive more for me to continue on, to get as much as I could before I stopped. So in essence, it encouraged me to continue, knowing that I can't let him do this to her or any other child. I have to ensure that I stop him.
8 months behind bars, how did you both feel when that happened? Nikki, again, you were so young. This happened in August 2023. How aware were you of the court case and what was happening to the man pretending to be a 17-year-old boy that tried to get in touch with you?
It was obviously 3 years later, so I was much older and I could understand more.
It's a long time to have this hanging over your family.
Yeah, it was like suspense, building up suspense. And then when I rang my mum, because obviously after the court, I think the first person she rang was me. I remember her saying that he went to court, and I was sat in my grandparents' room and I was just sat there and I just ended the call. I just started crying. It was kind of relief and obviously joy because I knew it would all be over and we wouldn't have another couple of days or however long it would have been going through it all. And then seeing the parents angry, obviously it wasn't nice, and then knowing it would all be over, it was just amazing.
I know you both want to talk about this publicly because we talk so much about online safety, and you very much consider yourself, to all intents and purposes, a normal family, open lines of communication. Mm-hmm. And if this could happen to you, this could happen to anyone. Nikki, I know you feel passionately in your age group about talking about your experience, and you now feel that you can spot the signs amongst your friends when they're perhaps being contacted inappropriately or getting themselves into situations. You've been there. What is that like? What do you say to your mates about your experience?
You hear about it a lot around the school. Like, if you walk past someone, they're like, "Oh, I was chatting to this person last night." I've never met him before though. And you just kind of think, well, is that not a bit of a stupid idea? Because obviously you've never met him, you don't know who he could be. And then like if a friend came up to me, then I'd actually have the conversation with them. Do you know, that could be someone completely different to who they say they are. And they don't really know what the consequences of that would be. And they just don't seem to be in the headspace I'm in, because obviously they've not had the experience.
Well, it's an unsettling story, and we put it to Snapchat and MovieStarPlanet, the game that Nikki was first contacted on. The spokesperson for MovieStarPlanet told us our thoughts go out to the family involved in these incidents and we wish them well in their recovery process. MovieStarPlanet is committed to providing a safe and enjoyable online experience for everyone that engages with the online games that we produce. We have implemented a comprehensive set of child safeguarding measures designed to protect our users from potential risks. We continually assess and upgrade these systems when it is deemed necessary. And a spokesperson for Snapchat told us any sexual exploitation of young people is abhorrent and illegal. We designed Snapchat with extra protections for teens, including private friend lists, pop-up warnings if they start to chat with someone we think they don't know, and easy reporting tools so teens can get help quickly. You must be at least 13 to use Snapchats, and we also have Family Centre for Parents, which allows them to see who their teen is talking with and when they last chatted.